Hello, welcome to the Daily English News program in Azərbaycan Televiziya. I'm Görə. President İlham received Selvin Charles Hart, Special Advisor to the UN Secretary General on Climate Action and Just Transition.
Selvin Charles Hart conveyed greetings from UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres to the head of state. President Ilham expressed gratitude for the greetings and asked Selvin Charles Hart to extend his regards to Antonio Guterres. The special advisor mentioned that the UN Secretary General intends to participate in COP29, which will be held in Azerbaijan. The President of Azerbaijan expressed that he would be happy to see the UN Secretary General at COP29. The head of state emphasized that all necessary and essential tasks are underway according to plan in preparation for COP29. The president underlined that Azerbaijan is engaged in negotiations and consultations with international communities and institutions on substantive issues related to COP29. President Ilham stated that Azerbaijan's goal is to strengthen solidarity and collective action among countries on the issue of climate change. All countries around the world, including Azerbaijan, have been exposed to the negative impacts and consequences of climate change. Thus, over the past 7 years, Azerbaijan has experienced drought conditions and the amount of rainfall has significantly decreased. While there has been an increase in rainfall this year, Azerbaijan still faces challenges overall due to the impact of climate change. The president also expressed serious concern over the observed decline in the water level of the Caspian Sea. The head of state noted that Azerbaijan, with its positive example and green agenda, contributes to climate change processes and climate action. Despite being a country that exports oil and gas, Azerbaijan demonstrates a successful development model by reinvesting the revenue from these industries into the country's growth. President Ilham emphasized that Azerbaijan has set a green transition as a target, with significant green energy export potential being developed with involvement of international partners. President Ilham noted that a new project was recently launched with the joint participation of the Ministries of Energy and Economy of Azerbaijan, Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan. This project aims to transfer renewable energy resources from Central Asia through the Caspian Sea to Azerbaijan and then onward to Europe. Selvin Charles Hart mentioned that the UN family had been mobilized by the Secretary General to support Azerbaijan in the COP29 process, was a special working group established. He noted the United Nations Development Programme delegation would soon visit Azerbaijan, pointing out that effective management of natural resource revenue and its use for socio-economic development in Azerbaijan sets a successful example. According to him, Azerbaijan's allocation of revenue toward the green energy agenda serves as an important role model. Selvin Charles Hart reiterated the UN's support for Azerbaijan in this process.
President İlham Əliyev received Konstantin Kosachev, Deputy Speaker of the Federation Council of the Russian Federation, and Leonid Kalashnikov, Chairman of the State Duma Committee on CIS Affairs, Eurasian Integration and Relations with Compatriots.
Konstantin Kosachev conveyed greetings from Valentina Matvienko, Speaker of the Federation Council of the Federal Assembly of the Russian Federation, and Vyacheslav Volodin, Chairman of the State Duma of the Federal Assembly of the Russian Federation, to the Head of State and First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva. President Ilham Aliyev expressed gratitude for the greetings and asked Konstantin Kosachev to communicate his regards to Valentina Matvienko and Vyacheslav Volodin. Konstantin Kosachev congratulated the head of state on the excellent organization of the 6th World Forum on Intercultural Dialogue and highlighted the significant international interest in the event. Stressing the importance of President Ilham Aliyev's insightful speech at the forum, Konstantin Kosachev stated that the head of state's views on the restoration of Azerbaijan's territorial integrity, the activities of the non-aligned movement, neocolonialism, and other topics are highly relevant in modern conditions. Konstantin Kosachev underscored that Azerbaijan's significant international standing is a source of joy, and this, in turn, becomes one of the important factors in Azerbaijan-Russia bilateral ties. He noted that President Ilham Aliyev's recent visit to Moscow was very successful. Konstantin Kosachev said that Azerbaijan has achieved great success in economic, social, and other areas, and every time they visit Baku, they witness the significant development processes taking place in the capital. The head of state expressed satisfaction with Russia's high-level delegation's representation as a 6th World Forum on Intercultural Dialogue, which has become one of the important platforms in international dialogue. Touching upon his recent visit to Moscow, President Ilham Aliyev emphasized that the trip was very fruitful and demonstrated once again the strategic nature of the allied relationship between the two countries. The head of state highlighted a joint meeting in Moscow with railway veterans and workers together with President Vladimir Putin, commemorating the 50th anniversary of the Baikal-Amur main line. President Ilham Aliyev hailed the fact that national leader Heydar Aliyev's exceptional role in the implementation of the Baikal-Amur main line during his tenure in the leadership of the USSR, despite various technical, bureaucratic and natural obstacles and even opposition from some groups during the Soviet era, was commended during the Moscow meeting. President Ilham Aliyev underlined that Azerbaijan and Russia, as neighboring nations, support and respect each other, working in a spirit of close cooperation to resolve both bilateral and multilateral issues. The president noted that Russia plays an important role in ensuring security not only in the region but also on a broader scale. President Ilham Aliyev emphasized that bilateral relations are steadily progressing and considered this a significant factor in regional development in the South Caucasus and beyond. The head of state noted that during Azerbaijan's 4-year chairmanship of the non-aligned movement and now during the troika of chairmanship, the country came forward with many important initiatives focusing on important issues, particularly neocolonialism. President Ilham Aliyev stated Azerbaijan organized events both within the country and abroad on this topic and would continue to expose crimes and double standards committed by neocolonialists against other countries and peoples in the past and present. The meeting expressed satisfaction with the comprehensive development of cooperation between the legislative bodies of the two countries. They emphasized the importance of the exhibition held in the Russian State Duma building last year with the participation of Chairman Vyacheslav Volodin to commemorate the 100th anniversary of national leader Heydar Aliyev. The satisfaction was expressed with the growing tourism cooperation between Azerbaijan and Russia, noting an increase in the number of Russian tourists visiting Azerbaijan. The increased frequency of flights between the cities of the two countries was seen as a positive factor. The president noted that the restoration of pre-COVID tourism numbers and indicators is becoming a reality. The conversation also touched on humanitarian cooperation between Azerbaijan and Russia, emphasizing the support for the Russian language in Azerbaijan and its continued teaching in schools. The meeting also discussed the prospects for the development of the North-South transport corridor.
President Ilham Aliyev signed an executive order on the provision of one-time financial assistance to persons who participated in the Second World War in 1941-1945, widows of soldiers who died or later died, and persons awarded with orders and medals for selfless work on the home front. According to the executive order, one-time aid in amount of 2,000 manats will be paid to individuals who participated in the Second World War in 1941-1945, and one-time aid in amount of 1,500 manats will be provided to the widows of soldiers who died or later died in the Second World War, as well as to individuals who were awarded orders and medals for selfless work on the rear front during the Second World War, who performed tasks for the benefit of the Army and Navy within the rear bodies of the battlefronts of the operational zones of the warring fleets, employees of special formations, those who were awarded medals and badges for the defense of Leningrad during the Second World War, as well as those who participated in the siege of Leningrad. President Ilham Aliyev congratulated the Orthodox Christian community of Azerbaijan on the bright holiday of Easter. The congratulatory message reads: Dear compatriots, I heartily congratulate the entire Christian community of Azerbaijan on the occasion of the Holy Easter and send you my most sincere and heartfelt wishes. Azerbaijan, a country with a long history of statehood, is home to representatives of different peoples and religions who have lived in peace and tranquility for centuries, preserving their language, culture, and ethnic uniqueness without facing discrimination. Promoting the rich traditions of tolerance and multicultural values of our people is one of the priority areas of our state policy. Today, the Republic of Azerbaijan is a unique place characterized by an atmosphere of mutual respect and trust among different religions and beliefs, promoting principles of democratic coexistence. This contributes significantly to the development of inter-civilizational relations worldwide. In our society, everyone, regardless of language, religion, and ethnicity, has equal opportunities for cultural self-expression. It is commendable that all ethnic and religious minorities in our country, including our Christian citizens, actively participate in all spheres of public and political life, fulfilling their civic duties in the interests of the progress and prosperity of Azerbaijan. Dear compatriots, on the occasion of Easter, which symbolizes revival, renewal, mercy, and kindness, I wish you all good health, happiness, and prosperity for your families. Happy holiday, Ilham Aliyev, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan. That was all for today. Thank you for being with us. Goodbye.